Hey everyone, this is Manju with Sally Wright Science, and today we'll be making a fun Craftronics project. We are making a popsicle stick flashlight. Here are the things that you will need to make this project. You need some aluminium foil, a coin battery, an LED, some binder clips, some tape, a pair of scissors, and some popsicle sticks. I've used my popsicle stick as a measurement to cut out 4 strips of the aluminium foil. I have 2 long strips and I have 2 short strips. Let's get this out of the way for the moment and talk about the electric components, that is the battery and the LED. I need to find out what the positive and the negative on the battery and the LED are in order to finish the circuit. Because if you've been in one of my classes before, you remember that in an electric circuit, the positive connects to positive and the negative connects to negative. The positive and the negative on the battery are pretty easy to find. Oops, sorry about the reflection there. The positive has a big plus on one side, that's usually the positive side, and the textured side is usually the negative side. It's pretty easy on the LED as well. The LEDs, as you can see, have different size legs. Alright, so I have the longer leg here, that's going to be my positive, and the shorter leg here on the left, that's going to be my negative. To test out my LED, just to check if it's working, I'm going to attach the negative side or the shorter side of the LED to the textured side of the battery, and the positive to the positive, and my LED glows. So this is how I test whether my LED is working. Alright, let's get this out of the way for a second. This is going to be our switch mechanism. It's just a simple binder clip that you can find at home. Make sure that if you are using a binder clip, it has to be completely made out of metal, like mine is. Some are made out of plastic and it won't work because plastic doesn't conduct any electricity. This is made of steel. The ones with the black tops also are made of steel and will conduct electricity. For the next step, I am going to mark my popsicle stick with positive on one side and negative on the other side so I can keep track of which side my LED is facing. In order to attach my LED to my popsicle stick, I am going to use the 2 small pieces of metal that we cut out. I'm going to keep the piece of aluminium on one side. This is my negative side, so the shorter leg goes on this side. I am going to attach it like so. Let's flip this over and I am going to insert my little aluminium foil right under there, and this should hold if your LED is new. Alright, so one side is my negative side, the shorter leg, and the other side is my positive side with the longer leg, and I've placed the 2 small strips of aluminium on the underside of the LED. For the next step, I am going to take the longer piece of the aluminium foil that we cut out and sandwich the LED leg between the 2 thin pieces of aluminium foil. I do need to tape this down, but before I do, I need to make sure that my other leg is sandwiched between the other 2 pieces as well. I'm going to hold these down and I'm going to put a tape around these. I have taped down my LEDs and the 4 pieces of aluminium foil that we cut out. Make sure that there is nothing between the aluminium foil and the legs of the LEDs. The plastic tape goes around to make sure that everything is in place and the LED legs are always touching the aluminium foil. Let's attach the battery next. Now I'm going to attach my battery to the popsicle stick. I have my positive side facing up. This is the positive side on the battery. I am going to place the positive side face down, making sure that it's touching the aluminium foil. And I am going to tape this down, leaving a little bit of the battery metal exposed, and the rest of it tapes down this way so it's held in place. Make sure that your battery, the underside of the battery is still touching the aluminium foil. Do not tape down the other side. This aluminium foil is still hanging loose. It's time to add our switch mechanism after the battery is attached, and the switch is going to be our little binder clip. Before I attach the switch, I'm going to make sure that my positive side of the battery is still attached to the aluminum foil on the underneath. Only half the battery is taped and the other half of the battery is still exposed to metal. Let's flip this over. I have a flyaway piece of aluminum foil here that I'm going to tape down using my binder clip. My binder clip is going to help complete the circuit. One side goes down, making sure that this metal arm is touching the aluminum foil. This circuit has a break right here because there's nothing connecting. All circuits are a loop, and in order for me to finish the circuit, I have to push this button down and my LED glows. This is going to be my on-off mechanism. And this is your popsicle stick flashlight. Here's another version of the flashlight that I've made. I have used a jumbo LED instead of a regular one. I have also used copper tape, copper adhesive tape instead of aluminium foil. You can find this on Amazon, and it's pretty much the exact same design, right? And the battery is also attached with the help of the copper tape, and I've just made it double-sided and I've stuck the battery down. This is a cleaner design and I don't have any tapes hanging about. Works the exact same way. If you've come this far and you've followed all of the steps and your flashlight is still not working, let's talk about some things that we can do to troubleshoot your project. Here are some of the common problems that could arise. Your metal leg of the binder clip is touching the plastic portion of the tape instead of the exposed battery. Make sure that it is touching the exposed metal of the battery. One other thing, maybe your binder clip is made of plastic and not metal, and hence it's not conducting electricity. Problem 3. My positive side of the battery is not touching the aluminium foil that is in the bottom. That could be one problem. Another problem could be your battery just ran out of juice. One other thing that could arise is that your LED legs are somehow taped down with plastic tape and it's not touching the metal. Remember that we make the LED leg and the aluminium foil sandwich first and then tape over so that the LED legs are always touching the aluminium foil. There should be nothing between the aluminium foil and the legs of the LED, and all metal should be touching metal but not tape. If you've followed all of these steps and you have troubleshooted everything so far, your project should work. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun making this. Bye.